Well, hello, my beauties. Hi, I'm Goat. Welcome to a new playlist. Ah, so, I'm going to do my best to show my goofy builds in their entirety. Okay? I really am. I'm going to go through every goddamn Warframe that I have, instead of just whenever an augment comes out or whenever something silly comes out, or just doing basic stuff. Like, some of these frames aren't going to require a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I'm not going to really actually have to do anything other than just show you the build and explain it. Something like Ash, for example, we're going to go through, and I'm going to try to do these in alphabetical order, and hopefully I don't fuck that up because I'm a dum-dum, baby. I can own it, it's fine. Some are going to be kind of meta, some are going to look really dumb. Understand that it just fits my playstyle, and it fits for very functional steel path play, for the most part. One frame in particular, I know for sure I'm not going to be posting a video about, and it's not that I have anything against the frame, but it is Kome. Kome is just not my cup of tea. Ivara may fit that as well, because Ivara is just like, I have one solid build for Ivara, and I know Ivara can do far more crap than what my build does. And hopefully there won't be any others. I don't believe there will be. Well, we'll see. So either way, here we are at the first video of this multitude of videos that's about to drop. And we've got Ash. Now, I showed Ash after the rework, showing, the pseudo-exalted, function behind Ash. This is a Wrathful Advanced build, but not melee influence, so thank God for that, because at least I won't get the hate for that one. I know it lives, man. So we're going to go through shards, we're going to go through modding, the explanation is within reason as to why these things are, and if there's an exalted weapon, we will go through that as well. So, all of the shards, well, 99% of the time, the shards are going to be absolutely to whatever the hell fits your preference. Me personally, I like having energy at the start of a mission. Some frames have kind of crappy casting speed, some frames need energy, like this build particular needs energy, albeit not a lot, but this really helps. So energy. Guess what? Energy, we have some casting speed, and then max at spawn. You're going to see that one quite a bit, because I don't think there's anybody out there that can disagree that almost all of us have amber shards just falling out of our asses if you do the weekly stuff. So, the Ash build. I don't think I've changed anything with this Ash build since the rework. So Arcane Crepuscular, really, really helps. So basically, as long as you stay invisible, good things happen. That's what this is. While invisible, gain 30% ability strength and a 3 times critical multiplier. With something that has a pseudo-exalted weapon that does damage, and you're adding something like Wrathful Advance to actually increase critical chance to begin with, yeah, is Wrathful Advance necessary? No. You can use Roar, you can use Nourish, you can use Eclipse for some damage reduction or damage output, albeit that got a little nerfed. And you can even put one more format in here, technically probably, well no, one if you do if you put over Narrow-Minded, and put a Max Cunning Drift on here just to get your range back. Completely feasible. It's really not necessary though. Okay, it's really not. And then the Shadow Clones Prime, quite simply, is the goofy fucking melee exposure build that I shared when the pseudo-exalted hit. And this seems like this is just a non-functional build. I mean, we're talking, yeah, we got finishers, which is what the 4th ability does. We have spoiled strikes, so yeah, we get melee damage, lose a little bit of attack speed, but then we come back with attack speed with magnetic rush. Doing magnetic toxin seems a little weird. It seems almost corpus focused. Again, it's not. It just fucking kills everything. But then finishing touch, more finisher damage. We have the speed. And yes, I'm 0.05 points above the attack speed cap for the exalted weapons, but it is what it is. It's fine. And then just base toxin damage, because we're just trying to put a bunch of damage in here and a bunch of attack speed in here. And yeah, this works really good. So the whole base of survival for this, and by the way, we are going to show these at normal, what everybody would normally see at normal steel path level, so level 155. Again, I am a casual player. I don't have a problem taking most of my builds well above that point, but I'm just going to show that this functions very fucking well. Every single build that I show is going to be level 155. Understand that if you see it just absolutely annihilate enemies, it's probably going to do better. Or it's probably going to do just as good as you go higher. Okay. So, And we're going to try to do unpaused unless there's a reason to unpause it. So there's that. So here we go. Do this, we do this, we do a little bit of Wrathful Advance, and then let's just make sure we mark all these dickheads, and we're just going to watch them die. That's just what's going to happen. I mean, here, let's you know, pull over the hums. It's slow, it's methodical, and it does an absolute metric fuck ton of damage to the enemies. Is it some billions and billions damage point? No. But does it work? I am Batman. Yes, it does. That's Ash. It's that simple. You cast Invisible, you cast Wrathful Advance if you are using said thing to help just buff the critical. You start out, at least with this build, with max energy, good casting speed, a little bit of extra energy because, as you notice, there is no energy mods in here aside from Energy Nexus to help you recoup. And the thing is that you want to be running Naramon. To keep your combo stacks up. That way you're not sitting there taking even fucking longer when you get higher levels. So like I said, that's Ash. That's it. That's Dunzo. So folks, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.